We had a pretty nice Wednesday afternoon with a lot of sunshine, but it did make conditions pretty hot, especially for our inland communities where temperatures did warm into the mid-90s for several spots. We're starting to cool off now with a mostly clear sky. That's the view along the Savannah River and River Street. Pretty smooth waters out there along the river. 78 degrees is the current temperature, and we will be able to stay on the mild side for tonight. That southerly breeze, 7 miles per hour, will help to continue to bring in some extra moisture and from the south, low-level humidity that will keep things on the mild side. And for tomorrow, we'll make it feel a little bit hotter with highs topping out in the lower and middle 90s, especially for inland areas. And that moisture will help to fuel some showers and storms in the later afternoon and into the evening hours. And we do have a low-end risk that a few of those will be able to turn strong and severe, especially into the evening hours as a frontal boundary is able to make its way into the southeast. Already some showers and storms are being developed in the northern part of the state, North Georgia into the upstate of South Carolina. More of this moisture back to the west is what will be moving in for Thursday and then for Friday and Saturday, where more widespread rain will actually be expected across our area. And by the time we get to Friday and Saturday, that low and severe weather risk is going to be pretty much non-existent, but it will be here for us on Thursday. And damaging wind will be our main concern. Heavy rain in a few spots. The timing mainly into the evening hours, overnight into early Friday. Conditions will be mainly dry for us, at least in the first part of the day. As far as tomorrow morning, Vipercast indicating we will have lots of sunshine early on. Temperatures will climb rather quickly into the 80s, upper 80s to lower 90s just past lunchtime, lower to middle 90s then expected for those high temperatures. And then by dinner time, we will begin to see a few of those showers and storms move into the area, a little bit more widespread toward middle Georgia, but as that does push into our area, that line will start to break apart a bit, so we aren't going to be looking at that activity quite as widespread over our area. Just a few isolated showers and storms in the later evening hours, and then mainly dry as we head into early Friday morning, but the cloud cover will be with us already, so we will have more rain developing in the later part of the day. It's rather active in the tropics. We have two named storms in the basin at the same time for the first time this season. We have Hurricane Gabrielle and Tropical Storm Umberto, which formed earlier today. We aren't too worried about that one. We are more concerned about Invest 94L that's located near Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We do expect this to slowly move along Hispaniola, and then once it makes that turn more to the north toward the Bahamas, this is where it will be an environment that will support some gradual development. So we are expecting that later on this week there will be a tropical storm or into the weekend, or excuse me, a tropical depression or tropical storm going into the weekend. We also do expect there to be a cold front moving off of the coast, and that will help to steer both of those systems off to the north, keeping them away from the coastal Empire Low Country. But this may be a concerning situation for the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Certainly a forecast we are going to be watching pretty carefully as well. As far as Umberto, 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds, and we do expect it to get a little bit stronger as it does move generally toward Bermuda, likely staying a little bit to the west of the island, going in between the east coast of the U.S. and Bermuda. Gabrielle is still a hurricane. We expect it to remain a hurricane for a few more days as it moves toward Western Europe, possibly still as a tropical storm. As far as our local forecast for tonight, 73 for the low temperature, rather warm and humid. And then for tomorrow, we do have that chance for a few strong and severe storms in the later part of the day. Certainly keep an eye on the sky if you do have any kind of outdoor plans, especially for the boaters. Southwest wind, 10 to 15 knots, giving us seas right at 3 feet. So rain chances, they will be concentrated in the later part of the day. For our Thursday, heading into Friday and Saturday, more widespread. Temperatures gradually cooling off a bit for us with those higher rain chances, and then that forecast for next week will be dependent upon that system in the tropics that we're watching. We're not highly concerned at this point, but it's worth keeping an eye on and worth keeping a check on your hurricane plan just in case things do change.
All right, thanks for the advice, and we'll keep paying attention to your forecast.
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, as we keep it